If we're calling ourselves Christians, we need to stop personally attacking each other over the internet. It is so disorderly because there is protocol to this. God says, tell your brother or sister about their sin in private. If they don't listen, get a group. If they don't listen, tell the church. The problem is when we do this over the internet, we're not following these steps. Are we even doing this out of love and wanting to see this person restored? Or are we convinced that they can't be forgiven? Anybody can just get on the internet and start targeting each other just because we disagree with how they operate. And then some will say, well, I can't talk to them because they won't respond to me. This world is far too big for us all to communicate with each other. And this is my sentiments exactly. We don't know each other personally. Someone that God placed in their circle needs to be bold enough to call their sin out. Because the problem is we're not even walking with each other. We're trying to look at each other's fruit and judge each other by the fruit, but God looks at the roots. People will say, well, Paul called out people by name. But what we have to understand, this is at a time where they didn't have the internet. So anybody that was a false teacher or a false prophet, at some point Paul had come into contact with them. So I'm not saying that open rebuke is unbiblical. I'm saying there needs to be order in the church just like in our homes. But the internet has become an expose where anybody can say whatever they want about anybody whenever they want to. That's not biblical. God said they would know us by our love, but we're dividing and confusing people. Yes, we have to preach conviction, repentance, false teachers, false prophets, false gospels. But even Jesus himself wasn't always trying to expose someone. He often spoke in parables and subliminally so the people who were supposed to hear it would hear it and turn to repentance, would be convicted. A lot of what we're doing is just gossiping. Order in the church.